Hey everybody, this is Bud and welcome to the Shape of Horror podcast. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about Halloween Ends and rumors of a scene that is filmed in the Junkyard. So hit the like and subscribe button if you like this content, and at the very end, tell me what you think and what your theories are of the Junkyard. So let's get into it. All right, so people have gotten me thinking. I talked with Nick Push this past Thursday over on the Nick Push Horror channel. We did a hour-long discussion about Halloween Ends, and a lot of people were bringing up this little bit with the junkyard and what its significance could be. So I went back and looked, and I found some set photos from way back in February, and I'm gonna put them up here. Here's the first one. It's a black and white photo. A little bit of fog here, but if you look really closely, you can see that this looks to be a junkyard. And I don't know how long that they filmed on this thing. I don't know if it was one night or a couple of nights. If it was a short deal, I mean, there's no telling how big of a role it could play. But here's another little photo here. Um, this is also from the set, from the junkyard set, the night that they filmed there. As you can see, there's a little bit of fog, and it looks like a very eerie scene that they have there. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, what could it mean? And I'm gonna float a couple of theories. The first one here, we've seen these signs of, well, maybe only this one, but it's very rumored that there are a lot of women that have gone missing in the 4 years that Michael Myers disappeared in Haddonfield. And I was just, idea I thought about was tying into, you guys remember Making a Murderer? Very popular documentary on Netflix about, this guy who his family runs they own a junkyard, and him and I think his nephew, they abducted and killed a woman. And that was just something that I was throwing out there to kind of, just to throw a theory out there. It might be a nice little life meets reality thing. But then let's talk about this other thing. What if the shape, he's been missing for 4 years. What if he's been living in a junkyard? Um, it was a good place to hide out between all the cars. Uh, so that's just one theory. But then I'm going to go into this other theory. And this theory, for this one, I'm going to throw out I know a lot of people are trying to avoid spoilers, and I appreciate you for tuning in. But if you're not looking to be spoiled, I just want to throw out a spoiler warning. So I'm going to give you 3 seconds to punch out of the video. If you want to hear more, just keep listening, because I think that this next thing that I'm going to talk about has a little bit of merit. So 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So the next theory, and the one that I think makes the most sense, as we all know, David Gordon Green has talked in interviews about how this movie is heavily influenced by Christine. And if I don't know if you've seen Christine, but Christine involves a teenager um, named Arnie Cunningham, who comes into possession of a Plymouth, a red Plymouth. I think forgive me if I'm wrong, it's a 1957 Plymouth, I believe. And in the story of this car is kind of possessed by evil, and it kind of rubs off a little bit on Arnie. He's kind of a nerdy guy, and the influence of the car kind of brings a dark tone to Arnie. And we've talked a little bit about Corey, about how he has something to do with the shape, and it's possible that he gets possession of the Michael Myers mask, and kind of makes him a little bit evil. So we're kind of playing into that. But David Gordon Green said, I hope this movie is not too Christine. So I'm going to bring this up. At the end of Christine, the car is defeated, and to kind of put an exclamation point, finality on the thing, I'm going to put it up here. So in this junkyard, they take the car to a junkyard and they crush it up into a nice little cube here to kind of signify that the car has been destroyed, the evil is destroyed. And whether you believe that or not, I mean, that's up to you. So what if, like David Gordon Green says, it is very Christine, and the ending of this movie involves a scene at the junkyard where Lori, Allison, whoever is there, and they have to kind of use some equipment in the junkyard to dispatch of Michael Myers' body once and for all. Tear it into pieces, crush him up. You know, maybe it's like Superman 3 where, you know, evil Superman is fighting Clark Kent, maybe the good within Mike. I don't know. I'm just throwing out scenarios, but what if that is the case here? All right, so that's my video on the Junkyard and Halloween Ends. Like I said at the top, please like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you like this content. And I thank you for tuning in to the Shape of Horror podcast. See you guys on the next one.